Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Gregory Martin, aka the Super Producer, and we're back with another movie review. Now before we get into the video, please don't forget to smash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It keeps you notified whenever I post a new video, and it also helps the channel grow. And with that being said, let's just jump right into today's video. And today we're reviewing the Amazon movie Chemical Hearts. The movie is adapted from the book Our Chemical Hearts and is about a high school senior named Henry who falls in love with this new transfer student named Grace who has his heartbreaking secret. The movie starts off introducing us to Henry, who comes from a very loving and successful family. The movie doesn't tell us, or I don't recall what the parents do for a living, but I do recall that the sister was a doctor. Henry, on the other hand, enjoys writing, and his life's ambition is to become a journalist when he gets older, and is given / earned at his school newspaper the role of editor-in-chief. But that role is also offered to the new girl, Grace, who for some reason that we will learn later really doesn't have any interest in the role. This is really what starts Henry on the discovery or the path to find out more about Grace and why she seems so disinterested in everything. During his investigation, we find out that Grace has transferred to the school after a fatal car accident that kills her boyfriend and leaves her seriously injured. The impact of the accident has this immense effect on Grace's life. She has moved away from her home and is actually living in her boyfriend's parents' house. It's kind of creepy. She's even sleeping in his bed, keeping his room in order, wearing his clothes. The effects of this accident are so deep with her. She blames herself for his death, saying that if she had not been teasing him or playing with him while he was driving, that he wouldn't have swerved and hit the tree. And she feels bad because she lives with this guilt that she's the reason that he died. These events in Grace's life affect Henry greatly, mainly because he has fallen in love with this girl. They've been spending time with each other. I guess for her, he's been an outlet for her to not think about her dead boyfriend, and for Henry, Grace is his first love, and we see the effects that this incident has on both of their lives. Henry has fallen in love with this girl, but he is torn. In his brain, he knows he cannot help this. He cannot help her, but his heart wants to push through it and see it through. There's one point in the film where she asks him more or less, "Are you able to deal with me? Are you able to deal with me for who I am?" Because she can't say that she's gonna get better. He kind of hesitates and says yes, but even I didn't feel that it was an honest yes. It was more of a heart saying to push through it, but your mind knowing that it's probably not a healthy idea for both of you guys. This story was a very sad story, but of all these teen movies that I've been watching, I really related to this movie. It really took me back to high school. I felt myself watching this movie feeling transported back in time, where I had some of these emotions, that high school experience of young love. It made me think about that girl I used to like and the circumstances that didn't allow the result I wanted to happen. I believe it's just going to transport a lot of people back into that high school mind state. And another thing that I noticed, and I'm glad that they touched upon it later, is the topic of therapy. In the final scenes of the movie, after Grace has her meltdown, they flash forward and we see that she's gotten, she meets back up with Henry, and she discusses very briefly that her treatment is going well, her therapy is going well, and I'm glad that they touched on this, because at first, the first 90 or 80 minutes, I didn't think they were ever going to touch on the fact that this is a person who is dealing with some PTSD, depression. There's something going on with her that is not being treated. I don't know whether or not they were trying to get her therapy and she refused or what, but I am glad that at the end of the movie that they did show this. Therapy is not a bad thing if you've experienced something like this. Henry is played by actor Austin Abrams and Grace is played by actress Lily Reinhardt. I'm not too familiar with any of their work, but I do know just off of looking at Lily's IMDb that she is in the show Riverdale. And after seeing her performance in this, I definitely need to go check that out. Austin was really good in his role, but like without Lily's performance in this movie, I don't think I'm feeling the way I feel about this movie. She did a great job of portraying this tortured, complex character, even from her physicality. Like, she walked with a limp the entire movie, and not one time did I think it was like fake. And also the way that she wore her ugly. There's a thing where, you know, a lot of actresses, you know, if they're not, you know, being beautiful, and Lily's a beautiful woman. They had her with no makeup, you know, her hair was undone, you know, she just didn't, she looked a mess. And it worked for the character. Like, I believe everything that was rolled up into the character, from the physicality, the look, and just the performance was really believable, and like she did an amazing job. Like, for me now, I'm a fan, and I'm definitely going to go back and watch Riverdale after seeing this performance, because like, she was amazing in this film. Well, that is my review of the movie Chemical Hearts. I definitely recommend watching it. If you saw the movie, tell me what you thought about it down below. Also, if you found this review helpful, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.